quick reminders, pub trivia first. Each one of those is worth 3 points apiece. We'll do 3 sets of 5. I'll try to remind you of how many I've gone through for each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them were worth 3 points to begin with. 2 buzzes per set of 5. If you buzz twice and you buzz a third time in the first round, I'll remind you you've buzzed twice already, and then I'll ask Kathleen to release the buzzer, or I'll throw that question out and go to the next question to move on. In the second round, it will be considered a wrong answer if you buzz a third time in a category. Second round of pub trivia is 6 points. First round of Jeopardy is 1 through 5. Second round of Jeopardy is double Jeopardy, so it's 2 through 10 points. If you do get a question wrong, the other team can steal. I'll read the question in its totality or the clue in its totality. And then you can discuss amongst yourselves here in Zoom for your final answer. So as a team, you can come up with that final answer. We're going to do a quick buzzer check. So starting with not so free agents. Kelly, if you don't mind. Thank you. Eileen. Thank you. Dwayne. Great. Are you playing with 3 today, or do you think you're going to have a 4th show? 3? Okay.
We only have 3.
Okay, great. Jessica, give me a test buzz. Thank you. Andy. Victor. And Adam Mays, JD. Thank you. So, Jessica, I know you said you didn't play first match. Just a reminder for anyone, if you're on your mobile device and your mobile device goes to sleep, right, the black screen comes up and you have to log back in or whatever it might be, your buzzer may disconnect. Just refresh the page and hit rejoin game. If you think your buzzer's not working, we can always test it. So just come off mute and say, hey, can I test my buzzer? I want to make sure it's working. With all of that said, we are ready to start in pub trivia. And 3 points apiece. Starting with Walt Whitman's poem, When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed, was written as an elegy for what notable American? Walt Whitman's poem, When Lilacs Last... Adam. Can you unmute?
Abraham Lincoln?
That is correct for 3 points. Off to a good start. Washing a dog in tomato juice is traditionally a home remedy for what? Victor.
Being skunked?
Being skunked, removing skunk odor, yes, is the correct answer for 3 points. Websites such as WallStreetJournal.com charge for some of their content by keeping it behind a so-called Kelly.
Paywall?
Paywall is correct for 3 points. This is 4 of 5 coming up for our first set. Well known to sailors in the tropics, winds that blow steadily from east to west and toward the equator are called what? Well known to sailors in the tropics, winds that blow steadily... Adam. You're unmuted already.
Westerlies.
Westerlies is not the answer I have here, so I'm going to take 3 points away. Well known to... And now, not so free agents you can potentially steal. Well known to sailors in the tropics, winds that blow steadily from east to west and toward the equator are called what?
It's either windward or leeward. I forgot which one is which. I think it's windward.
I would go with that. I was thinking one of those two also.
Okay.
So we'll go with windward, you said?
Windward it is.
Kelly, you're okay with that one? Okay, so we'll go with windward.
Windward is incorrect as well. They are called trade winds. Trade winds, because there's the trade routes. You knew that? Very good. All right, continuing on. 5 of 5 here. West Point, the oldest military academy in the United States, is located on the bank of what river? West Point. Eileen.
The Hudson.
The Hudson is correct for 3 points. Who played Dr. Egon Spengler in the Ghostbusters? Who played Dr. Egon Spengler in the Ghostbusters? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Harold Ramis. Harold Ramis. 2 of 5. What 2009 big screen comedy featured Betty White as a wacky grandmother? Andy.
Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy is incorrect. Minus 3 points. Which 2009 big screen comedy features Betty White as a wacky grandma?
You guys got any thoughts?
I have no idea.
I think it's the I think it's The Proposal.
Is that the one with Ryan Reynolds in it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, well, let's go with that one. The Proposal.
The Proposal?
Thank you, guys.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct for 3 points. Grandma's Boy, I believe, was Grace Jones. Was it not? Grace? I forget the actress's name. Grandma's Boy is a very
Kathy
funny
Bates.
movie.
Was it Kathy Bates' Grandma Boy? No? Is that not an Adam Sandler? No.
It's not an Adam Sandler. It's, what's his name? It's a very funny movie.
It's made by it's by Happy Madison Productions. It's all his friends, but it is
right.
yeah. It's
Okay.
not Betty White now that I think about it.
All right. Let's continue on. 3 of 5. Oh, sorry. 2 of 5. What 2009 hit single by Shakira has a Spanish version called Loba? What 2009... Eileen.
She-Wolf.
She-Wolf is correct for 3 points. What 2011 superhero movie was marketed in Russia using only its subtitle, The First Avenger? What 2011... Andy. Unmute, please, when you're ready to answer.
Captain America.
That is correct for 3 points. You can see why they did. Yeah, not surprising. That happened. Continuing 4 of 5 here. What 60s TV show peppered its fight scenes with words such as kapow? Dwayne.
Batman.
Batman is correct for 3 points.
I think we should take away points because technically the answer is da na 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 na.
Batman.
Very, very correct. Let's see. What 70s song invariably compels dancers to spell out each of the letters in the... Victor?
YMCA?
YMCA is correct for 3 points. 5 of 5. What actor donned fake chest hair and a bald cap for a cameo in the 2008 comedy Tropic Thunder? Eileen.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is correct for 3 points. All right, last set of 5. What actor established the Make It Right Foundation, which aims to build green housing in New Orleans? What actor established the Make It Right Foundation, which aims to build green housing in New Orleans? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. For 3 points, 2 of 5. Who is the only person featured on the front of U.S. paper currency whose portrait faces the observer's left? Who is the only person currently featured on the front of U.S. paper currency whose portrait faces the observer's left? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He is the ALEXANDER we are meant to be. Alexander Hamilton is the answer for that one.
I was waiting for somebody to take money out of their wallet.
Right. I don't have 20s, so let's be honest. Continuing on. My kids steal all of my money. 3 of 5. Who is the only U.S. president in history to serve 2 non-consecutive terms? Adam. You're saying the correct term. I need to see.
Grover Cleveland.
Thank you, sir. That is correct. Who won?
These
This
not
is
worth 6. Sorry, I misunderstood. Is this does the pub trivia go? Is it 3 all the way for the
it's
first?
3 all the way
3?
through the first round, 6 in
Oh.
the second round.
Okay.
This is 5 of 5. Who once referred to her parents' love triangle as the Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, Angelina Jolie of their day? Who once referred to her parents' love triangle as the Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, Angelina Jolie of their day? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher is correct. Kathleen, you get 3 imaginary points. You're welcome. Let's go over to Jeopardy, where we begin with annual events. Annual events is our first... I'm going to just mute everyone out of safety here so people don't shout out the answer. Annual events is our first category. for 1 point. Annual events for 1 point. From December 16th to the 24th, Mexico commemorates the journey this biblical pair took from Nazareth to Bethlehem. From December 16th to the 24th, Mexico commemorates the journey this biblical pair. Eileen.
Mary and Joseph.
That is correct for 1 point. Annual events for 2 points. This holiday has its origins in the Celtic festival of Samhain, during which people wore masks to avoid being recognized by ghosts. Jessica.
Halloween.
Halloween is correct. Annual events for 3 points. First held in 1897, it's now run on Patriots' Day in April each year. Adam.
Boston Marathon.
That is correct for 3 points. Annual events for 4 points. LGBTQ Pride Month is celebrated each June to commemorate the 1969 riots at this inn. Eileen.
The Stonewall Inn.
The Stonewall Inn, the Stonewall riots, correct. Eileen, that is your second buzz in this category, so you're out for this last clue. Annual events for 5 points. This Utah festival regularly has more than 12,000 films submitted. About 200 end up getting shown. Andy.
Sundance.
Sundance is correct for 5 points. A few different former Kaplan folks have worked at Sundance over the past few years, doing digital work for them. D in American history. So the letter D is in quotations. Each correct response will begin with the letter D. Each correct response will begin with the letter D. In the Depression, flour companies sold their product in bright print sacks, as so many women were reduced to using them as these. In the Depression, flour companies sold their product in bright print sacks, as so many women were reduced to... Victor.
Is it diapers?
Diapers is incorrect. Minus 1 point. I'll read it for not-so-free agents, potential steal. In the Depression, flour companies sold their product in bright pink print sacks, as so many women were reduced to using them as these. Not-so-free agents you can discuss.
No clue.
I can't think of a word with D.
Pass?
Well, pass, yeah.
Dresses.
Yeah,
They use them as dresses. D in American history for 2 points. SCOTUS upheld the independence of corporations, ruling in 1819 that New Hampshire had wrongly replaced the trustees of this school. SCOTUS upheld the independent... Kelly.
Dartmouth.
Dartmouth is correct for 2 points. D in American history for 3 points. To help them fight Hitler, in 1940, the U.S. traded the British 50 of this type of warship for leases on British bases. To help them fight Hitler, in 1940, the U.S. traded the British 50 of this type of warship for leases on British bases. 5, 4, Eileen?
Destroyers.
Destroyers is correct for 3 points. It is that simple sometimes. It is that straightforward. D in American history for 4 points. About 380,000 Civil War soldiers, or 10% of those who served, ended up as these, choosing to fight another day, or never. About 380,000... Dwayne?
Deserters.
Deserters is correct. A triple stumper on the show means nobody on the show got that one right. D in American history for 5 points. Kansas Territory had this man as governor in 1858, and what's now a state capital is named for him. Kansas Territory had this man as governor in 1858, and what's now a state capital is named for him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James Denver. James Denver was governor of the Kansas Territory in Denver, Colorado. Final.
John Denver's grandfather.
What's that?
John Denver's grandfather. Just kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna make a John Denver joke too. Yours was better than where I was going. Cast Your Pearls is the next category, final category for Jeopardy. Cast Your Pearls, and there's a clue here. Name the star for us. Name the star. For 1 point. Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. The Curse of... Kelly.
Johnny Depp.
That is correct. The Curse of the Black Pearl. The Curse of the Black Pearl. So you see here, Pearl is going to be in the title of the movie. You need to name who the star is. Cast your pearls. Griet, the title gal in 2003's Girl with a Pearl Earring. Griet, Griet, the title gal in 2003's Girl with a Pearl Earring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson. Cast your pearls for 3 points. This lead singer as himself in the 2017 Pearl Jam concert film. Andy.
Eddie Vedder.
Eddie Vedder is correct. Cast your pearls for 4 points. Rafe and Danny, 2 fighter pilots triangulating with Kate Beckinsale in 2001's Pearl Harbor. Rafe and Danny, 2 fighter pilots triangulating... Andy?
Am I giving the name of both pilots?
Correct.
Josh Hartnett, Ben Affleck.
Correct. That movie felt like it had 5 different possible endings, and it just kept going. Like, it just was another hour of movie after that. Cast your pearls for 5 points. Sherlock Holmes opposite Nigel Bruce as Dr. Watson in 1944's The Pearl of Death. Sherlock Holmes opposite Nigel Bruce as Dr. Watson in 1944's The Pearl of Death. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. According to my mother, the only true Sherlock Holmes, Basil Rathbone. Basil Rathbone is the actor's name. All right. That does it for Jeopardy and Pub Trivia round number 1. We now quickly go around the horn to introduce ourselves to new K&A colleagues or people we may not have met before. Dan Stratford, Senior Manager Communications here at K&A. Andy, do you mind going next?
Yes, Andy Gordon, Senior Regional Director for Northern California in the bar division.
Jessica?
Hi, I'm Jessica Edwards. I'm the National Director of Institutional Sales for Bar.
Excellent. Kelly?
Hi, I'm Kelly, and I'm in financial aid processing.
Thank you. Adam?
Senior Academics Director with BAR.
Eileen?
Eileen Kelly, and I work for KTP Ops.
Victor?
Victor Piamate, Senior Regional Director, Virtual Region.
And Dwayne?
Dwayne Richards, Analytics, Kenny.
Thank you. Kathleen?
Kathleen, Communications, work with Dan.
True story. All right. We go back to Pub Trivia. These are worth 6 points apiece. Worth 6 points apiece. Lots of points available. A close match, as it is 30-25. Not so free agents on top of barring a miracle. We begin. What actor once blamed his career... Sorry, starting over. What actor once blamed his career slump on a 1982 People magazine article that mistakenly referred to him as deceased? What actor once blamed his career slump on a 1982 People magazine article that mistakenly referred to him as deceased? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Abe Vigoda. Abe Vigoda.
Fish.
What was that?
Fish. Wasn't he fish?
All right. Who penned the 2008 memoir, Here's the Story, Surviving Marcia Brady and Finding My True Voice? Who penned the 2008 memoir, Here's the Story, Surviving Marcia Brady and Finding My True Voice? 5. Kelly? You're still muted. You're still muted, Kelly. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Good. Maureen McCormick.
That is correct for 6 points. You seem somewhat skeptical of your answer as you unmuted, but you got it right. All right, continuing on. What actor plays the mustachioed slacker Wooderson in the 1993 indie film Dazed and Confused? What actor plays the mustachioed slacker Wooderson in the 1993 indie film Dazed and Confused? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. That'll be Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey. Moving on, this is now 4 of 5. Who was both the last U.S. president of the 19th century and the first U.S. president of the 20th century? Adam.
McKinley.
McKinley is correct for 6 points. Well done. Final of this set of 5. What actor starred in the 1990s movies Universal Soldier and Universal Soldier: The Return? What actor starred in the 1990s movies Universal... Eileen?
Dolph Lundgren.
That is incorrect. Minus 6 points. What actor, and this now goes over to Barring a Miracle for a potential steal. What actor starred in the 1990s movies Universal Soldier and Universal Soldier: The Return?
I want to say, team. I think he's a Latin actor. His name is Mario something.
If we answer this incorrectly, do we lose points?
Correct. You would lose 6 points.
Let's pass.
Yeah, let's pass then. Because I couldn't tell you one way or the other. And I
Victor
don't
just
think
called
they'll accept the first name.
for a fair catch and was waving off the ball as it has bounced on the turf. Well
Let
done.
it bounce.
Let it bounce. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme is the actor who played the role. All right, moving on.
Close.
Right, totally. Familiar. So this is the first of a new set of 5. Familiar to film buffs, Sunset Boulevard borders what college campus? Andy.
UCLA.
That is correct for the guy who's in California. I know Northern California is like another 4 states away from UCLA, but still. Nonetheless. Famous for his... Okay, so this is 2 of 5. Famous for his attempts to predict the future, 16th century physician Nostradamus... Dwayne? Do you have a guess? Unmute with...
No, I slipped. My finger slipped.
Your finger slipped.
Yes.
All right. Finger slipped. We'll take that as your mulligan for the match. I will finish the question. Everyone can buzz in. Famous for his attempts to predict the future, 16th century physician Nostradamus hailed from what country? Famous for his attempts to predict the future, 16th century physician Nostradamus hailed from what country? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be France. Hailed from France. All right, 3 of 5. Famous for his deadpan line, Bueller, Ben Stein is given what title in the credits for Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Famous for his deadpan line, Bueller, Ben Stein is given what title in the credits for Ferris Bueller's Day Off? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He was an economics teacher. Economics teacher was his title in the credits. Continuing on here. What actor's guest role on a Showtime series inspired the 2010 headline, Close Encounters of the Weed Kind? What actor's guest role on a Showtime series inspired the 2010 headline, Close Encounters of the Weed Kind? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Andy, before...
Richard Dreyfuss.
That is correct for 6 points.
In
right.
Weeds.
Weeds, yes. Which is a fun show for the first 3 or 4 seasons, and then it got really strange in the final year or 2. Continuing on, this is 5 of 5. One actor's mother reportedly named him after he kicked her in the womb while she was looking at a Da Vinci painting. What? Eileen.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That is correct for 6 points. Moving on to our final set of 5. Famous for its 18th century architecture, the historic neighborhood Society Hill lies in what city? Famous for its 18th century architecture, the historic neighborhood Society Hill lies in what city? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
We needed Nick for that one.
I would have, if I had answered, I would have gotten it right, but I was not sufficiently.
All right, this is now 2 of 5. What actor starred in a film version of Arthur Miller's The Crucible and then married Miller's daughter, Rebecca? What actor starred in a film version of Arthur Miller's The Crucible and then married Miller's daughter, Rebecca? Eileen.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman is incorrect. That is minus 6 points. Pass it over to Barring a Miracle. What actor starred in a film version of Arthur Miller's The Crucible and then married Miller's daughter, Rebecca?
I don't know it, so if no one else knows it, I think we agree
No
to
one
pass.
has a clue. Yeah, I think I might have seen the movie way back in the day, but no.
Pass. That'd be Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis. Coming up is number 4 of 5. What adjective is often used to describe an unscrupulous political leader's behavior? What adjective is often used to describe an unscrupulous political leader's behavior? 5, 4, 3, 2. Victor?
Crooked?
Crooked is incorrect. Minus 6 points there. What adjective is often used to describe an unscrupulous political leader's behavior?
I don't know. You
Yeah,
can-
it's kind of
It
vague.
could be anything.
Yeah.
Can we challenge
Yeah.
that? Like, I think that is absolutely true still. Like that it is.
What's the category again?
corrupt?
This is
crooked?
just pub trivia.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
that's
I don't know that that's wrong.
Yeah, so we pass.
You
yeah,
pass?
we'll pass.
I am happy to give back the 6 points if we feel like Crooked is a good enough answer here. The answer is Machiavellian. Machiavellian is the answer.
I just don't think that there's like enough to distinguish. I think
I was going to say typical.
Very nice.
yeah. Like,
I've never heard Machiavellian before, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
involved in politics.
Yeah, I mean, if you had said, what would a political theorist say?
yeah. there
To
needed to be-
just write, then, because like the average person doesn't use that word.
Right, but the definition is cunning, scheming,
Yeah,
and
that-
unscrupulous, especially in politics.
No, it's accurate, but it's just not what.
But it's not necessarily that the other terms
Yeah.
like would
Yeah.
corrupt have been inaccurate too. You know, I mean, I don't know that it is narrowed down enough by the prompt as opposed like it's not wrong Machiavellian. Obviously, it's just that it doesn't eliminate the other answers.
Got it.
From
Yeah,
being-
I'm happy to take the negative 6 points away and give back those 6 points.
Done.
All right. 5 of 5 coming up here. What airline's official emblem features a traditional Aztec warrior known as an Eagle Knight? What airline's official emblem features a traditional Aztec warrior known as an Eagle Knight? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Aero Mexico. Aero Mexico. We go back to our Jeopardy board. Plenty of points still available. Remember, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And we are starting with Shakespearean Jeopardy. Shakespearean Jeopardy. So what happens here is they want you to replace the word Jeopardy in each clue. So Jeopardy is inserted into a Shakespeare quote. You need to tell me what the actual word is in this Shakespeare quote. 2 points. Oh, Jeopardy, Jeopardy, wherefore art thou, Jeopardy? Adam. I see you said the right word. Can you unmute?
Romeo.
Romeo is correct for 2 points. Shakespearean Jeopardy for 4 points. Get thee to a Jeopardy. Get thee to a Jeopardy. 5, 4, 3, 2. Adam?
Nunnery.
Nunnery is correct. That's your 2 buzzes for this category. That was good for 4 points. Shakespearean Jeopardy for 6. The better part of Jeopardy is discretion. The better part of Jeopardy, Dwayne.
Valor?
Valor is correct for 6 points. Shakespearean Jeopardy for 8 points. Life's but a walking Jeopardy. Life's but a walking Jeopardy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adam, do you know this one?
I was going to guess dream.
Dream would have been incorrect. Shadow. Life's but a
okay.
walking shadow.
I knew the Valor one, but yeah, that one.
I almost buzzed in and said dream too, Adam. So
Shakespearean Jeopardy, 10 points. Why, man, he doth bestride the narrow world like a Jeopardy. Why, man, he doth bestride the narrow world like a Jeopardy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why, man, he doth bestride the narrow world like a colossus. Like a colossus. We go next to I quit. I quit. Actually, I'm quitting. This is how I'm telling. No, I'm kidding. I quit for 2 points. This bank's stagecoach will keep rolling without CEO Tim Sloan, who stepped down in 2019 after 2 years and a lot of apologizing. This bank's stagecoach will keep... Victor.
Wells Fargo?
That is correct for 2 points. Even more came out about them in the past 6 months with data breaches and bad practices. It's incredible they're still in business. I quit for 4 points. I have to go to a surprise substitution. It's a visual clue. And I will go over to nature for 4 points. Nature for 4 points. So again, nature is the category for surprise substitution. 4-point clue here. Extending for about 1,250 miles and visible from space, this marine feature has been called the world's largest ecosystem. Andy.
Great Barrier Reef.
That is correct for 4 points. We go back to I quit for 6. Thomas Campbell went from a curator, aka Tapestry Tom, to head of this 2,500 employee New York City institution, but resigned in 2017. Thomas Campbell went from a curator, aka Tapestry Tom, to head of this 2,500 employee New York City institution, but resigned in 2017. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Metropolitan Museum of Art was the answer. 8 points. I quit. Sir Kim Darroch, D-A-R-R-O-C-H, resigned from this post in 2019 after the leak of some comments of his about the U.S. administration. Sir Kim Darroch, D-A-R-R-O-C-H, resigned from this post in 2019 after the leak of some comments of his about the U.S. administration. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think the big clue here is the Sir, the UK ambassador to the United States. The UK ambassador to the United States.
Would ambassador have sufficed?
Probably not. It would have need to be the specific ambassador office.
I was torn if it was like, yeah, the Sir.
For 10 points in I Quit. An era in showbiz journalism ended when he stepped down from the editorship of Vanity Fair in 2017. An era in showbiz journalism ended when he stepped down from the editorship of Vanity Fair in 2017. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Graydon Carter, triple stumper on the show. I, even reading that name, still have never heard of Graydon Carter, but here we are. And we will end with a little alliteration. A little alliteration is our final category. 55-36, still plenty of points available here in this category for not-so-free agents to make a comeback. Remember also, score differential does matter. We were talking before we started for final standings. Okay, for 2 points. Concentrations of these, like methane and carbon dioxide, have driven climate change. Eileen.
Gases?
I need more.
Atmospheric gases.
That is incorrect. Minus 2 points.
I know. Can we steal?
You can steal. You can discuss. Yep. Time to steal.
Did we hear the full question?
It's greenhouse gases because of alliteration. I think. Can we
makes
get the question reread, or
Yep.
is that
You get it one more time. Concentrations of these, like methane and carbon dioxide, have driven climate change.
Yeah, I like your answer, Victor.
Yeah,
I
I
like
say
your answer.
Final answer? That is correct. That is
greenhouse gases.
Yes, that is correct for 2 points. A little alliteration for 4 points. With this service, your paycheck goes straight into your bank account. Dwayne.
Direct deposit.
That is correct for 4 points. A little alliteration for 6 points. A colorful term for an aristocrat or a member of a socially prominent family. Colorful term for an, easy for me to say. Eileen.
Blue blood?
That is correct for 6 points.
Good.
Though you got the answer wrong, that was your second buzz, so you're out for the rest of this category. In high school, courses such as history, geography, and civics. Andy.
Social studies.
That is correct for 8 points. And our final clue, a little alliteration. French phrase for an attractive but dangerous woman. French, Andy.
Femme fatale.
That is correct for 10 points. Close it out with a 75 to 44 point victory. Well played all around, though.
It was
Great
a
match.
lot closer than the score suggests.
I would
Yeah, that was
agree.
That was a
Well,
very
I got-
exciting last round.
I got like an anxiety or adrenaline shakes right.
Well played. Everyone does get 4 matches in the regular season, so more to be played there. We have another match coming up at 4 today, 2 more tomorrow. Be sure to tune in when you can to the stream as well. Appreciate everyone playing and hope everybody had a good time.
Not so